How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to be showcasing the INT ZAMASU at Super Attack 10, and he also has the 3 potential system buffs, just because, why not? And I didn't exactly have any N-type units that I wanted to focus on, so I thought let's try out on Boy ZAMASU with the 3 potential system buffs, but to quickly go over what he does. He gives an 80%, I need to stop doing this, but he gives an 80% stat boost to extreme types, no key. Causes supreme damage, pardon me, and covers 7% of your health when you super attack, which isn't exactly necessary for this team, but because it already takes like next to no damage. And you also have Ella Black and Zamasu, 12 key multiplier of 145%, reduces damage received by 40%, so it just adds to how tanky he actually is on top of the defensive boost that Super Saiyan Rise gives. And now this is where things get interesting, very different from like most things that we've seen before. So his attack and defense increases up to 60%. The more health you have, the greater the boost. So if you're at 100% of your health, you're going to be getting a 60% attack and defensive boost. And now if we move on to the links, Power Bestow by God, Cold Judgment, Prodigies, Godly Power, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, as well as Fierce Battle. So his main attack link is going to be Fear and Fierce Battle. So unfortunately, no Nightmare or Big Bad Bosses, which I suppose kind of makes sense for the Big Bad Bosses part. Nightmare would have been nice. Godly Power will be somewhat useful on a Godly Power team, obviously, but when it comes to the team that we are running right now, his best attack link is going to be Fierce Battle, and Fear and Faith is going to be his best key link, but again, it doesn't matter that much, just simply because of what Super Saiyan Rose provides to the team overall. But I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Of course, the first part of the video, I tend to do that from now on if you don't know what the card does, and just like, this way easier. But I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Unfortunately, Zamasu is in that last slot, so he is going to be coming around later on. And of course, the first part of the video is just targeted to the people that don't know what he does. You can skip that part if you want. But yeah, if you just want to have a reassurance of what he does, obviously the first part is useful. But I'm curious to see how well he performs. 12 key multiplier of 145%. Honestly, that was a massive surprise to me, and because of how I mentioned that this team is just super tanking and it takes like next to no damage, and Marcy is going to be able to keep that 60% up to his attack and defense super consistently. Well, I hope anyway, but from what we've seen so far, he hasn't done much. Probably should have put the LR there just for the boost. But you do have your boys Marcy next turn. I honestly predict that he's going to hit for around 500k, just because of 3 potential system buffs. His attack is at 10k, 12 key multiplier, 145%. Unfortunately, the attack increase that he gets isn't too high, but like it's his attack as well. He does, like I said, Fierce Battle, but he is missing out on Nightmare, which would be another good attack link. Prodigies and Godly Power, huge share of Beerus, and of course on a Godly Power team, but because Beerus isn't on this team, it's like, yeah, not going to happen. Put him in the middle nonetheless. I'm hoping Rose can actually take him out here. Low-key, Rose can take him out here, and then let's grab these with Goku Black. But I do want to give the attack increase to Zamasu here. And this is going to do like 2k, 245k, nothing that much. Okay, I clearly overestimated how much or how little he would attack me for. Oh, you see my super attack. 420k. Interesting. Okay, so that's what he did with the super attack. Low-key, that's better. They kind of changed the angle there. So I tend to like critique the super attack animations, and I've tried to compare them to the ones that they had before, and I think that one is kind of better. I don't know. The better they do it in Xenoverse is weird, because he himself is the blade and he is traveling with the blade, but when Zamasu is doing it in the anime, it's obviously just him cutting the guy in half, and he clearly doesn't do that here. But this isn't supposed to be a super attack showcase. And now we're on the SDR stage, but how well can he tank? Max health already thanks to the LR. Also, he's showing Prodigies of Frieza here. So let's give him that additional attack increase. So he is technically still getting an attack increase from Rose, but without that attack increase from Rose, I think he would be around 400k. Which isn't bad by any means, but if you don't have that full 60% increase... Oh, 8? Okay, we lost quite a bit of our health here. And now this is going to be an interesting one. So the greater... So if you are at like 10% of your health, that would be a smaller boost, but I think 490k, so we are still pretty high in terms of the increases. Obviously, he doesn't hit that hard, but even so, that's not so bad for what he can do. I'm really excited to try out the Trunks, though. I don't know which one I'm uploading first. I will most likely do Zamasu first, and then the Trunks. I haven't tried, well, I don't even know what the Trunks does at the moment. But honestly, Zamasu did surprise me. If you don't have any N-type units, you can go ahead and use him. I mean, he has the healing with the super attack. He's pretty basic. I mean, he isn't going to be one of the hardest units in your team. Clearly, Goku Black, well, just regular Goku Black, is going to be providing a bit more in terms of his link set. And obviously the fact that he can debuff, but it doesn't necessarily matter that much anyway. The reason why I'm running Black is just because he is my best N-type unit by far. Or N-type unit, my best physical type unit. I don't have Omega Shenron on the Japanese version of the game. Let's roll with this. What other physical type units do I actually have? I have Cooler. Sounds a bit of a lie. I do have Cooler, but here's that super attack 1. Mash Puller do, but I'll probably end up playing around with it, but I don't think I'm going to be focusing on villains all that much. Because to be honest, I think that Vegeta O Blue is my favorite unit in the game, which is kind of ironic because I used to just hate units that deal with a ton of damage. But yeah, funny how you just switch up on yourself. And now we have Zamasu. So he is consistently hanging around 400k, but I think that comes down to the fact that the way his passive works is at the start of the turn. So if you're at full health at the start of the turn, and you go back down to like half your health, it's not going to affect how hard he is going to hit. And I actually want to experiment with that, so I'm going to end up not super attacking here. Actually, I can super attack here, because I thought this was the last stage, and I didn't want to move from it. And I remembered, wait, there's an agility type stage, because I actually recorded the video that I never ended up uploading, and I took it on with a Tech 5 team, and it got to the last stage. And I was like, oh wait, there's clearly one more stage after this because I heard Dino say it, but there wasn't. And I wanted to save the Dokkan mode, so I was trying to take out the agility stage with just normal attacks, and I ended up dying because I didn't see the countdown. Right, so this is Zamasu with his passive not being at his best, essentially. I'm really hoping I don't die here, because if I do die, it's going to be kind of annoying, but okay. 365k. Like, even at just around half my health, okay, maybe a bit more, me is still, like, hitting relatively hard, considering he's only getting a max attack increase of 60%, but then again, he does have those 3 potential system buffs, which is a 2,000 increase for his attack, and that makes a massive difference in most units. Now, the issue is here, it's not so much of an issue, but my Goku Black doesn't have that many potential system buffs, and I was kind of hoping I was getting a Dokkan mode there, but nothing here seemingly. But we are going to get one with Zamasu hopefully next turn, and we are close to max health anyway. I actually think we have the LR in play next turn, and I can't recall how many stages we stay here for. Probably not that many. I think you have like 6, not 6 turns, but like 6 attacks overall. It may be 6 or 9. But then again, we could still get a crit here because when you forget how to speak, because it's a 10% chance, but no taking no damage, and he still has a decent amount of health left, so we do have 6 charges left. Wait, is that going to give me an attack increase? It's not, so I'm going to grab these with the Zamasu. I just kind of want to see how hard he's going to hit with the Dokkan mode, and then we can go over this. So this will most likely end up taking him out, and I kind of want to say he's underwhelming, but I think he's pretty standard for a Zamasu. It's just weird because obviously you have him in the anime, well, just the entire show, and you know, armor and stuff. He is immortal, but he doesn't feel immortal. The team feels immortal because of what Rose does. So I suppose it kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't add that much to the team. Then again, like I'm saying, if you do need an N-type unit, and if you're just starting off on a Japanese version of the game, then of course he is going to be your best option, because you most likely don't have any other units unless you manage to pull something on feature that's pretty good, like Super Baby 2 is okay. I'm trying to think about who else is in, and you can maybe get some featured. I mean, Baby is definitely the one that sticks out to me the most. Of course, Zamasu is featured, yeah, but no one else really stands out to me all that much. And I am really hoping that I don't lose it, but regardless, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about the Zamasu. I think it's pretty standard. I mean, he has an interesting passive. It's pretty different from anything we've seen before. So, I guess it's okay because it's pretty creative, but I think I may lose her. Broly, you have a 40% crit chance. Don't let me down now. Okay, thank you. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.